Jai Shri Ram. In the Bhagavad Gita, second chapter, 59th shloka, Krishna says something very simple, very interesting, very insightful. And the meaning is that, our attachment for pleasures will continue even if we suppress it by fasting and ascetic, rituals and all that. And it will get revived again. We can get rid of this obsessive kind of clinging to sense pleasures only after we meet Krishna. Because only when you cling, when you get attached to a higher pleasure, only then can you get rid of the lower pleasure. There's no such thing as simply getting rid of something. You have to hold on to something higher to get rid of something lower. Very simple. विषया विनिवर्तन्ते निराहारस्य देहिनः रसवर्ज्यं रसोप्यस्य परं दृष्ट्वा निवर्तते. विषय objects for the senses, विषयाः विनिवर्तन्ते restrain, niraharasya practicing self restraint, that is fasting and ascetic, nirahara. Ahara means inputs of all the senses. So if you start fasting, that means or undertaking self mortification, whereby all inputs of all senses have been reduced, suppressed. Dehinaha for the embodied. Rasavarjyam, cessation of taste. Rasaha, taste. Now the word rasa means many things. Rasa means the quintessence, the essence, the crux, the gist. Rasa means joy. Rasa means taste. So Krishna is saying rasa is taste here. Api, however, asya, persons, param, supreme, drushtva, on realization, nivartate, ceases to be. So aspirants may restrain their senses from the objects of enjoyment, but the taste for the sense object will remain. However, even this taste will cease for those who realize me. Krishna is saying, see, when we give up eating, as in a fast, the desire of the senses becomes feeble. Similarly, in sickness, one loses interest towards the objects of enjoyment. These states of dispassion are temporary, because the seed of desire remains within the mind. Again, when the fast is terminated or the sickness goes away, the desires will return, and very strongly they will return. So the question is, what is the seed of desire? The seed of desire is actually our intrinsic nature of the Jivatma for the divine bliss of union with Krishna. So that is the seed of desire. And we are a part and fragment of Krishna. So until we taste that divine bliss, the Jivatma can never be contented, and the search for happiness will continue in all the material things. So some rasgulla and all the other pleasures, you see, we are searching. See, we are searching for a substitute. Because now we will be happy only when we get the original. So all these substitutes are, they operate on the law of the diminishing returns. So if you have more of it, again after some time you will start puking. So this is the seed of desire. The seed of desire is the intrinsic nature of the Jivatma for union with Krishna, for the company of Krishna, of whom we are a tiny fragment. So until we get that divine joy, our Jivatma can never be contented, and this restless search for happiness will continue. So you may forcibly restrain your senses with your willpower, but such restraint is temporary, because it will not extinguish the internal flame of desire. So when you engage in Krishna Bhakti, study Bhagavad Gita, teach Bhagavad Gita, study Bhagavad Gita, listen to Bhagavad Gita, and set the example, Loka Sangraham, then this is Krishna's work. So if you do that, then you will slowly enjoy divine joy, divine bliss, and the higher taste, this higher bliss, which will lead you to greater joy, and you will be able to detach yourself from the lower hangings. So this craving has been there since infinite lifetimes. The Vedam, Taittiriya Upanishad says, Raso Vaisaha, Rasam Hyevayam Labdhva, Anandi Bhavati. Raso Vaisaha, Rasam Hyevayam Labdhva, Anandi Bhavati. Taittiriya Upanishad 2.7.2, verse 50, which is Krishna is all joy. And when the Jivatma regains companionship of Krishna, it will be immersed in joy, satiated in joy. Then one naturally develops dispassion towards the lower sensual pleasures. This detachment that comes through devotion to Krishna is firm and unshakable. So, this detachment, this temporary detachment will come when you are fasting or you are sick. When you are sick, the our organs, our willpower also, our willingness to enjoy will be lost, because anyway the organs are weak. So during fasting and sickness, we have a temporary relief, sort of detachment from seeking pleasures. So Krishna is actually not teaching any dry suppression of desires, which is what many religions try to teach. And you can look at the frigid faces of those fellows. No, dry suppression of desires or repression can lead to all kinds of psychological disorders and dysfunctionalities. Yeah? In fact, the Veda says you should enjoy. You should enjoy whatever comes your way. Ishavasya Upanishad. ईशावास्यमिदं सर्वं यत्किंचित् जगत्यान् जगत् तेन त्यक्तेन भुञ्जीदा मागृधा कस्यचित् धनम्. Tena tyaktena bunjida means enjoy with detachment. But nevertheless, even if you enjoy with detachment, you will still be unhappy, because you are restlessly searching for the original joy, which is imperishable. That is the joy of companionship of Krishna. So Bhagavad Gita is not teaching you any repression. It is teaching you the beautiful path of sublimation of desires by working for Krishna. So devotion is love for Krishna, and the lowest hankering and craving for pleasures will automatically fall away. So please remember, if you want to get rid of an addiction, you must get a higher, stronger addiction. So the lower addiction will be got rid of. So addiction to Krishna is the cure for all other petty addictions. Vishaya vinivartante niraharasya dehina rasavarjam rasopyasya param društva nivartate. So the taste will always remain, though you temporarily try to get rid of it. So this taste for the temporary enjoyment will be jettisoned, will be got rid of only after you develop the taste for working for Krishna. Only then. Lovely, isn't it? 2.59. I am reading it again. Vishaya vinivartante niraharasya dehina rasavarjam rasopyasya param društva nivartate. Only then. So don't be under some misplaced notion that you can get rid of an addiction. No, you cannot get rid of any addiction. You can get rid of them only when you have a more stronger addiction. That is Krishna Bhakti, Loka Sangraham, living the Gita, and then permanent joy, not this temporary one, after which, like a drug addict, we are running for the next fix. Jai Shri Ram.